Good now. Good now, lovelies. Petria, Laura, Hale. Good now, loves. Justin, good now. Caitlin, good now. Michelle, good now. Trish, good now. Who is these? I know this. Anna, yes. Good now, love. Is that horses? I like it. Colombia. Anna. Howdy. From Biloxi, Mississippi. Are you going to come back talking like that? Family's there, yeah? Enjoy. Your headdress is beautiful. Thank you. No way. You're from Mississippi? Aw, shucks. Are you down there right now, Michelle? Good now, Lolo. And good now to anyone in private mode because I don't see all the bubbles. Nope. Is it a swamp down there, Justin? You're in Tejas. It's probably just as hot there. Good now, Trish. You know, I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to trickle in, and I also recognize that it's a holiday weekend, so I won't keep you long. Well, it'll be as long as y'all want to converse. I don't have a time limit. One of the biggest things I want to do is find where there's any friction, where there's any resistance, and help clear that out to make things a little bit more smoother for you. We're close to the area that's like a college town. They've made some improvements. Nice. Good now, Michelle. I love it. I'm glad you made it. I love it. On the tubular. Who else has popped in? Chelsea. Look at that puppy. You have nature's AC going on up here in Washington State. I bet. I feel like that it's probably nice up there. We have AC blowing through the heat. Blowing through a freaking sauna. Hola from Florida. Hello, love. Is this your first day here? Jealous. My AC is trying. Man, my AC in the house is great. But good now, Belinda. Good now, Carolyn. There is no AC outside. It's 100 degrees. Welcome, welcome. If you are new to this experiment, welcome, Sherry. Good now, love. If you are new to this experiment, we are pretty much on day 8, even though this is day 1 of part 2 of the experiment. Days 1 through 5 can be found on the tube. My handle is Antara Mastery everywhere. So if you want to get caught up on that, they are very short videos because I deliberately kept everything short for the first 4 days because I wanted everyone to gather their own data and their own findings. And then yesterday we talked about what was discovered. Good now, love. Over the 4 days of observation. And good now, April. And so starting, not yesterday, day before yesterday. So starting yesterday, good now, Tessa, 24 hours ago, because it could be yesternight for someone, like Bob, because usually his evenings here. Good now, Susie. 24 hours ago, I invited everyone to just notice again everything. Notice how they think or judge themselves, other people, and situations. And when they catch it, the goal is to try to shift that energy into one that is more energizing. And so that was the goal for yesterday. And then just like we did for the previous experiment, when we were just gathering data, we'll just follow the prompt. So over the next 24 hours will be how you judge or label a situation, which is great for a holiday day because usually we're out of our normal habits. Good now, Emily. Hi from work. I love it. We're out of our normal like habits usually, and so it really gives you the opportunity to put this into play. So before I go any further, did I say good now to everyone here that I can see? If I did not say good now to you, good now, Ella. Please just put your hand in the chat so I can say, Jen, good now, Jen. Jen says good now to calling everyone because I want to make sure I let you know that I'm glad you're here. So from yesterday or today, throughout today or throughout the last 24 hours, did anyone shift the way they expressed feelings about something? And if so, what did you notice at that moment? Did you notice anything in your body at the time? Good now, Linda. Did you notice how, like, if there was any tension in your body and then you shifted the way you thought, and did it release something? Like, what was your experience? If you want to share, this is not, doesn't have to be shared, because I just asked you to journal it for yourself, for your own observation. Goal ultimately is inner mastery, right? And one of the first steps is becoming aware. Notice when you start doing things that you're like, I wish I would not do that. I wish I would stop doing that. And so that's basically what this exercise is all about, what this experiment is all about. And not only becoming aware, but also making a conscious choice to shift. That's what the second half of this is about, because it will retrain what you look for in a day. It'll retrain your brain with how you give you the opportunity to respond as opposed to react. Or if you find that you react, you can usually catch yourself a lot quicker and really shift that energy within that situation. Good now, Alicia. Good now, Tasha. Who else has popped in? Jackie. Good now, love. So now that I've run my mouth for a whole hour, I'm kidding. It's only been 7 minutes. But any insight that anyone would like to share? Because you already know what the next 24 hours is going to look like. And we do have 444 Club. Who was that? Was that you, Jen? It was the other Jen that said, it was in this morning's meditation. She was like, the 444 Club, because she couldn't remember how to call this. I was like, you know what? It's going to be the 444 Club from now on. Good now, Gloria. I made excellent choices these past days. All turned out positive. I love that. Thank you for sharing. It's so interesting how that works. Good now, Eric. Thank you for sharing. Sita, good now, love. You're welcome. Would you say the awareness experiment, yes, okay. The awareness experiment was beneficial in creating that, cultivating that? Or is that something you were already doing and this just kind of, what's the word? Why is the word not wording? I bet you, Caitlin, yes, strengthen it. That is one of the words, but that wasn't the one I was thinking. Dovetails is another good word. You know how when you got confirmation, like you're on the right path, it just confirmed, like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, or this is where I want to go. But I love both of those adjectives that y'all used, or all that. I'm not going to do this to myself. Grammar. I was like, adjective describes, and adjunct. We're not doing that. Good now, Michelle. Justin says, nothing to say just yet. Even though we're down here in Mississippi, I haven't met with the extended family just yet. Okay. But you've had experiences. Like, did y'all drive down or fly? If you drove down, you had a lot of experiences to engage in. You flew? Okay. Even that. How did you do with the airport line? Did you have to get up early? What time did y'all leave? You don't have to tell me all that, but there were experiences in there that were definitely an opportunity to judge. 3 a.m. Yep, see that part. But you're an early riser anyway. But the airport is a wonderful place to do that experiment. The lines. It's pretty much Friday. It is pretty much Friday. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, pretty much. Anyone else have anything you want to share? Let me think what I want to share. I can say Let me say some good now. Good now, Melanie. And Jess, good now. For myself, I ordered myself some lunch today, and it said it'll be ready in 1 to 6 minutes. I was like, dang it. That means I forgot to say delivery. I've got to go pick it up. And I'm like, because it's not even that far from my house, but I was like, why? Just why? That's how I respond to things I'm not too excited about. Just like, why? Why? That's usually what I do. And instead, I was like, ooh, I haven't been out the house. This is a good time to get some sunshine. So that's how I flipped it for myself today, even though it was 100 degrees out. But that's how I flipped it for me. It's like there's always a silver lining somewhere. Good now, Kaylee. I love that way you spell your name. Anyone else? Oh my goodness, Miss Violet 108. Alicia says, I'm reflecting on how I responded to a friend after their teenager came to me for help. I felt as though I had to help him, but it has made her angry. I can feel her pain as a mother, but am explaining her pain as a mother. Oh, but am explaining to her that if my teens needed outsource help, I would hope they choose you. I love that. How does she receive that? That was a beautiful response, and I can get that too. Even just as a supervisor, like if I have in the past, if I had someone go to someone else, I'm like, but you could have came to me. But not every coach is for every player, right? So I love that. How does she respond? Laura says, I've noticed that I get upset with myself when I get upset with others. And what do you do when you notice that? Thank you for sharing. And Alicia, too, thank you for sharing. When you notice that, and I love that you said that, because that was one of the things I dealt with in the past as well. And Justin says the airport really didn't have much problem, but I know last time I was here, it felt like everyone was kind of like, well, different. We weren't in the same wavelength. That feeling of growing apart and feeling like strangers, that's what comes to mind in the moment. Yeah, I get that. What's funny is I'm like that with my family here, some of them. Definitely different wavelengths, but still the love is there, but it's just like, if still strangers. Good now, Marina. Violet 108 says, I'm going to step out into 99-degree weather now and listen to you. Awesome. Trish says, this is some validation. That's another word I'm reading. I actually am trying to do this before your experiment. I will go and listen to past episodes. Awesome, Trish. I love it, love it, love it. Michelle shares that my brain is officially mush. It's been an intense week. I'm grateful I'm not a complete puddle. Lots of financial stresses, some family health issues, contractors in my house all week, a heavy workload. Yeah, that when you have your house being renovated and it's crazy at work and crazy in family, there's no place to just be. So I hope that resolves very quickly. How do you find yourself? I'm looking at her chat here, but let me look at her. How do you find yourself navigating through that on an emotional, physical level, like your thoughts, if you want to share? Are you finding yourself judging, like, why is this way? Or you're finding your silver lining in that? Lots of time in my car, that really drains me. I'm in full self-care mode now, and this is a big part of it. Awesome. I'm glad this is part of your self-care. Justin says, at the moment, but I'm not. Yeah, he trips me out how he writes exactly how he talks. Let me be Justin. At the moment, but I'm not super nervous, but I am interested to see what my experience will be now. Since and also meeting a lot of people I haven't met, so we'll see. Yes, you will see. Alicia says she's still hurting, but we are catching up to date about him staying with me for a bit until things get sorted, hoping with some energy healing and deep talking she can truly understand and it's not a failure on her. I love that. She's got a good friend in you. I can imagine that it would feel, and I know parent guilt. I'm not a parent, but I've worked with parents. Good now, soul. And I can see how that parent guilt, mama guilt especially, can really it can mess with your head. It can mess with your mind. So I'm glad she has you as that other person to support her. Um, yeah. Thank you, Alicia. Laura says, I haven't really tried to shift it yet. I think it just registered in my brain. I'll work on trying to have more patience with others and myself. Yay, I like it. I got a deeper voice than that about to crash out. You want me to talk deep? It takes so much effort. It ain't even that deep. It's somewhere in between that. Awesome. Good now, Helen. Anyone else would like to share? And let me see who else I have not said good now to yet. Shona, good now, love. I like it, like it. I feel like I see some other bubbles. Carolyn says, today I was, why did I make a 3 p.m. appointment traffic and I have to go to the bank and they called and said they had to reschedule my appointment. So you were already in traffic when they called to reschedule it? And if so, how did you experience that moment? Good now, Helen. And thank you for sharing. Orso sama. Good now, love. Jill says, hi, good now. I like that. Thank you. I'm new here. Thank you, Nicole, for holding this space for us. You're so welcome, Jill. It is my pleasure, my honor. Oh, Michelle says, exactly. Thank you, Nicole. Lots of breathing has helped. I also know, wait a minute, went too fast. I'm so fortunate to have these situations beyond fortunate, and I stumbled on some wonderful contractors. That is awesome, because that can be part of the stress too. So that's wonderful. And what else? They are taking such good care of my home, going above and beyond. A small problem turned huge. They have helped make a super stressful situation more manageable, mentally speaking. Love that. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. That can definitely help with the monkey mind, the judgy mind. You hadn't left yet? Oh, good. Yay. Good, good. I've done that too. I'm like, Nick, why? Just why? I'm telling you, like, if it's something I'm not excited about, that's what just why? And then I'm like, okay, where's the silver lining? There's gold in the silver lining somewhere. Thank you, Justin, for loving on Jill. And yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Thank you all for sharing. Have you noticed, for anyone who has started to, I bet, Carolyn, I bet, because, yeah, this area too. Good now, CG. Got so many teachers hanging out with us. Anyone who is new here, we have Caitlin, Michelle, Violet 108, and CG. Are there any other teachers in here? I'm looking at the bubbles. But all our teachers here on IT. So please, 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 if you feel called, check them out. It's amazing. We're all so different and all so loving. Yeah, for anyone who has started to integrate, and that's basically what this is, integrating, have you noticed any resistance around doing any of that? Like, I don't want to look for the silver lining. Hale says, was part of an in-person yoga workshop with 7 new people I've never practiced with. The old me would have judged each person based on their skill level. The new me just did me, didn't even look at what others were doing. When we got to the speaking and interacting part of the workshop, I felt so calm listening to each person speak with no preconceived judgments about the individuals. I love that, Hale. Isn't that freeing? Good now, Nicole. It's such a wonderful place to be. Like, our brain just wants things to be a certain way sometimes, or and that's part of how some of that judging happens and that labeling happens. What did I read? I read somewhere, impatience is selfishness, because we're upset about something not going our way. So basically we're pouting. Trish says she loves that hill. I'm like, well, dang. Awesome. And if you've already started and you're finding it a bit challenging to shift, what you notice. Let me know so we can see if there's any other tips or things that I can offer to support that the rewiring. Good now, Kimmy. Hail, that is mastery within itself. What a huge step, right? Yeah, man. Conscious choice. Y'all know the crown. Conscious choice, responsibility. Those are two first two letters in crown. At least the crown that I use. Good now, Anna. Got another Anna here. Nicola says, I decided to end connection with the church. They all too judgmental and not nice. I come here instead where I can do courses, tracks, lives, and emotionally grow. Love it. That is self-care to the fullest. Good now, Pam. Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, if there are no questions, no challenges to work our way through, we do have another day tomorrow. I did have to tell myself, no, you ain't doing that when I almost went to the judgment zone. I love it. I love that you caught it, and it doesn't sound like you did it in a judgy way to yourself. Like you were like, this is not the way the new version of me is going to be. So I appreciate how you do that. Yeah. Don't need negative folks for sure. I'm teaching, it's really creating inner mastery. These are some of the steps to inner mastery. A lot of times we feel like our emotions are the ones in the driver's seat, and that's just because we tend to be reactive and we don't recognize that there is a space between a stimulus and a response. A stimulus and what was it? Why do I not know this phrase by now? Does anybody have it memorized yet? For me. Good Lord. We got to do this again tomorrow. Yep. It'll just be a different focus though. Between stimulus and response, there's a space that in that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our happiness. I need to memorize that. Well, they're also all on my channel on the tube. So if you've missed any of these, I created a playlist for all of them. So you can just go to the playlist. It should be near the top of the page. So tomorrow, yeah, let me explain what tomorrow's mission is. Good now, Mira. First day of the experiment. Oh, it's totally fine. Yes, if you go to the tube, there was a full 5 days, and then we're coming to the end of day 6, and we'll starting day 7 tomorrow. Meta moments. Yes. So what our focus will be over the next 24 hours, because some people are about to go to bed, and some people are just rising. This will go all the way through next Monday. We'll end the experiment on Monday. So over the next 24 hours, you're going to pay attention to situations. How are you labeling or judging situations in your life? Notice in the mornings how you feel energetically, emotionally, compared to the evening. If you are keeping a journal, it should be ideally on the page next to the same one of the previous part of the experiment so that you can see the contrast. Throughout the day, when you catch yourself judging or labeling or comparing or whatever, the idea is to notice it, which is what last week was all about. Just pay attention and notice, start to notice. So this week is about not only noticing, but shifting that so that the energy shifts. One of the things that I was saying to Wendy, was Wendy here? It's late for her, she's probably not. What did I say? Something to the effect, because you know what happens is spirit will come through and I will be like, oh, that's good. But something to the effect that, you know, you're going to experience an energy that's life supporting or not so life supporting, energizing or not so energizing. And the thing is, when you experience it, you're not the only one experiencing it because it ripples out into the collective. And then you experience it even more because the collective will bring it right back to you. So it's like, well, what energy do I want to bask in on a regular basis? Now, of course, we're going to have moments when life will life and things will get us down or throw us off guard and all that. It's about, and that's part of what this experiment is noticing when that happens. Sometimes you sit with it. You don't spew it out, you don't withhold it, you just allow it to process. And then other times you can just shift it. You just the helpful thing is to notice the difference between suppressing and choosing a different experience in that moment. So if we ever need to talk about that, let me know. But yeah, that's what we will do over the next 24 hours, and we'll be right back here in the 444 Club. Same bat time, same bat channel, 4:44 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, I feel like I missed someone. Catherine, good now, love. Did I say good now to you? You're so welcome. Mira says, oh, so this isn't the first experiment. I haven't been attending lives like I'd like to because of work, but it should get better now. Awesome. Yeah, this is day 7 or something, but this is part 2 of the experiment, so it's day 1 of part 2. But you can definitely catch, and all of them, well, this is actually a longer one, but all the other ones were like 10-15 minutes until we got to the last day, which I call that the findings. So days 1 through 4, you're experimenting, you're collecting data, and then you have your findings in your journal. And then this next week, you'll do the same thing, but then you'll actually try to shift or work on shifting that. Awesome, awesome. Perfection. Any questions, thoughts, comments, resistances, excitements? Yes, thank you, Alicia, for sure. You love this? Thank you, Trish. I'm also going to turn it into a course here on IT, because it'd be something that can be revisited when life starts to life. It'll remind you. And then also it gives people the opportunity to respond, because if it's a track, then they don't get to interact as much. So, but yeah, I'm glad you love this. You're so welcome. And if y'all have a hard time finding it, just feel free to reach out. My inbox is open. The tube link is like the 5th or 6th one down in my bio link. I can't ever remember. But it's Antara Mastery everywhere. Antara means inner mastery is my focus, and this is one path, one of the tools that you can use for that inner mastery. Awesome. Everybody got what we're doing over the next 24? Good to go. Excellent. Y'all know I'm gonna celebrate you if I can get it. I swear to the camera's like, I don't see anything, Nicole. Let me see. You don't see me. I'm going to start today. Thank you for sharing the link to all the previous sessions. You're so welcome. So welcome. Trish is good. Excellent. So with observation, we can become aware and shift, hopefully. Absolutely. I should put Viktor Frankl's quote in the description on the tube. I like how it sees the likes. Seems like it's on accident, but when you do it purposely, it doesn't see it. Oh yeah, I know, right? When I do it on purpose, like but when I'm just randomly throwing my hands up, it's like, oh, you want this? No, that's not what I was doing. All right, I'm celebrating you for continuing to show up for you, and doing this work is not always fun. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. So thank you for helping me create inner peace. From inner mastery, creating world peace, ripples of peace throughout the world. And without further ado, may you all create the most amazing now moments. Until I see you next time, make every moment count, because that's all we have is this now moment, right here, right now. Actually, I want to share a quote that I saw on Eckhart's thing today, and I was like, you know what? And it was just, it matches what I just said. It says, how to be at peace now by making peace with the present moment. The present moment is the field on which the game of life happens. It cannot happen anywhere else. So yeah, I like it. I was like, ooh, let me share that. Yep, let us ripple peace. Yes. All right, my loves, thank you so much for the love, and again, for showing up, because yeah, It's a gift to yourself and everyone else. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Nicole. You're so welcome, Martin. How did I miss saying good now to you, young man? Good now, Martin, and you're welcome. Did I miss anyone else? The bubbles just, I wish I could like scroll. Like, if I missed anyone, it was definitely not on purpose. And I know, Martin, you didn't think that. So that was just anyone else who is out there. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow if you so choose. I recognize that it is during a holiday and most people will be with their family and munching on whatever they munch on. I'm still going to host it because it's going to be recorded. So if you can't make it, do not stress. Is not a thing. You can catch the replay. So with that said, ciao for now. I'll see you around the app, whether it's in my live or someone else's. Jay Guru Dev. Ciao. And thank you for hanging out over here. And if you are available tomorrow, I'll see you then. Ciao for now.